to lower concentration. ठीक है, उसके बाद में there's a concept called facilitated diffusion. Now if there is this lipid bilayer, across this lipid bilayer any of the structure which likes water, uska passage becomes really very difficult. Supposedly this is your lipid bilayer. Though I've shown a lot of distance between individual lipid molecules, actually the distance is not this much. बहुत compactly arranged होता है. And there is this molecule which wants to transport. This is a hydrophilic structure. It wants to transport. Iska transport across the membrane is not possible. When it is not possible, I need to have some special membrane proteins which are going to help in transferring it. कुछ बात समझ में आई? मतलब it is like providing a facility for transporting. Okay. Please message on the other device, children, if in case you are messaging over here. So there would be a particular protein present over here in the membrane, somewhat like this. This is a kind of protein. This protein is going to help the transport of this particular lipid structure across the membrane. इसके through आराम से transport हो जाएगा. Now, but the question is, over here, if you see, this particular area is quite blocked. Even if it is getting transported, इसके अंदर कैसे जाएगा? So, this would require expenditure of energy. ATP would be required in this particular case. Okay? So that was all about facilitated diffusion. Specifically, facilitated diffusion mein, if some carrier proteins are involved, the transport becomes easy. Okay? Now, the next thing that you need to know is about something called membrane permeability. What do you understand by membrane permeability? There is something called a freely permeable membrane, which is going to allow transport of anything and everything. There is something called semi-permeable membrane, which is going to allow the movement of solvent only. There is something called impermeable membrane, which is not going to allow anything to enter or exit. And then there is something called selectively permeable membrane. Selectively permeable membrane, which is going to allow transport of only selected things. Okay. It all depends, Moksha, it all depends on the size of the molecule which can pass, which is going to pass. So the first membrane, that is permeable membrane. Second, semi-permeable membrane. Thirdly, impermeable. And fourthly, selectively permeable. Also called differentially permeable membrane. So this permeable membrane, it's going to allow transport of both solute also and solvent also. Semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane is the one which is going to allow transport of solvent only. So I'll just write solvent only. Impermeable membrane, nothing. It doesn't allow solute nor solvent. And selectively permeable membrane, it is going to select specific things and only allow their transport. Only selected solute. Along with solvent. ऐसा नहीं कि solvent allow नहीं करेगा, solvent भी allow करेगा. Now the most important thing that you need to know is their examples. Permeable membrane का example is primary cell wall. Semi-permeable का example is egg membrane, then parchment paper. Impermeable membrane is cork. Cork is basically the dead cells, the outermost part of the plant body. Okay. And selectively permeable membrane is your cell membrane and even tonoblast. Tonoblast is the membrane of vacuole. So this was all about membrane permeability, depending on which we have classified different types of membrane. ठीक है, ये एक बात हो गई. दूसरी बात जो शायद तुम लोग को पता है, but just that I'm noting it down so that even you all have a reference to read on. Types of solution. Please quickly answer. If I give you these two solution, this one solution which has 1000 ml water and which has 500 grams salt in it. Tell me, if it has 500 grams salt in 1 liter of water, is the solution concentrated, hypertonic, hypotonic? क्या है ये? क्या बात है मोक्ष? अच्छा, मतलब गलतियां रिवाइज हो रही है, फिर से रिपीट हो रही है. देवांशी, विभूषिता, प्रियांश, I have discussed this before, and I told you that unless and until we get a reference, we have to have some comparative data. Only and only then we can say whether this one is hyper or hypo. Yaad aaya? Only Moksh remembers this. So, chaliye, let's do this. This is my solution. And if I am right, somewhere in chemistry, you all must have studied about it, children. क्या था वो एक चैप्टर का नाम था? Solution and colligative properties. अब मैं भूल गई हूँ कौन से स्टैंडर्ड में है वो, या अभी सिर्फ सॉल्यूशंस के नाम पे से है वो चैप्टर. They have changed the name probably and now it is called only solution something. So over there you're going to study about this in detail. So this is my solution A and this is my solution B. Again over here I have 1000 ml of water and I have 100 grams of namak. Come on, pour karo. A is pour or per? Come on. Hypo or hyper? I meant. Right, Rajesh? This one is hyper and this one is hypo. And then when we don't have any kind of difference in concentration, we call that thing as iso. ये भी पता है तुम लोग को. Hyper is highly concentrated, hypo is lesser concentrated, and isotonic wherein the solution concentration is same. Do you want me to write it? Iso word से समझ जाएगा. All right then. Okay. Now let's talk about. So tell me, do you know osmosis? Everyone? Can I say osmosis is basically a kind of diffusion only? Osmosis is a kind of diffusion only. But diffusion or osmosis में major फर्क क्या है? If I'm spraying perfume in this particular region, in some time, the fragrance would be felt over here as well. But do we have any kind of membrane via which it is going to cross? No, not at all. Diffusion does not involve a membrane. Osmosis involves membrane. Diffusion could be of solids also, could be of liquids also. Osmosis is always of liquid because it is movement of solvent. When I'm saying it is movement of solvent, I mean to say it is the one which is requiring a selectively permeable membrane to cross through. समझा बात? Osmosis is diffusion of water across selectively permeable membrane. But if you ask me which chapter are we doing, we are not doing any chapter. We are just doing certain concepts because now we don't have time to cover any other entire chapter. So there was some doubts which were asked over here on the group. Usse related contents I'm explaining so that if you face any question, you will be able to answer. Okay. Chaliye. So diffusion of water across selectively permeable membrane depending on the concentration gradient. Now when I'm saying depending on the concentration gradient, मतलब जहाँ पे high water content है, वहां से low water content, water बोल लो या solvent बोल लो. एक बहुत वाहियात सा experiment है, children. They may question you all on that. We take a beaker. I'm sorry for the handwriting today. I'm going to be really very rough while writing. यहाँ पे हमने रखा है एक पोटैटो. प्लीज इसको अज्यूम कर लो पोटैटो. और अपन ने इसको इस तरह कट किया है. इस तरह कट करके we have added some sugar solution in it. This is a sugar solution. ठीक है. एंड बाहर अपने पास इधर अपना रेगुलर वाटर, ये पानी है, अज्यूम कर लो भाई. ठीक है. So this is normal water and the pink color thing that we have over here is sugar solution. अच्छा, sugar solution रख के I have done a marking wherein वो पिन होता है. चिल्ड्रन तुम लोग को टाचनी पता है? दिस इज अ टाचनी पिन. तो वो मैंने टाचनी है ना पोटैटो पे अटका दिया है. तो मेरे को पता है कि भाई शुगर सोल्यूशन इतना भरा हुआ है. ठीक है जी. एंड आई हैव केप्ट दिस एंटायर थिंग इनसाइड दिस बीकर. आई हैव लेफ्ट इट. आफ्टर सम टाइम आई सॉ दैट बीकर के अंदर जो पानी है, वो पानी के अंदर जो पोटैटो है, वो पोटैटो के अंदर जो शुगर सोल्यूशन है, इट हैज इंक्रीज्ड इट्स लेवल. मैंने पानी ऐड नहीं किया. ये पानी अंदर गया कैसे? ऑस्मोसिस. आई बात समझ में? देयर हैज बीन मूवमेंट ऑफ वाटर इनसाइड द पोटैटो एंड just because the sugar solution was hyper and the water solution over here or water over here was hypo, movement hua hai from po to per. Could you understand this? This is the potato osmometer experiment. Could you understand, children? Okay. अच्छा. इसके अलावा there is also one more experiment which is right in your NCERT. Let me take you all to the NCERT copy. Yeah. This one. This is said to be the thistle funnel experiment. Chaliye, let's do this. Again, it's for understanding osmosis only. Okay. Chaliye guys, have a look at this diagram A first. So in this diagram A, if you see very carefully, there is this particular beaker which has water in it. And then there is this inverted funnel being placed. And अगर तुम ध्यान से देखो तो यहाँ पे कुछ tied है. This is a membrane. This is a membrane which is your selectively permeable membrane. Inside this inverted funnel, I have placed sucrose solution. Come on. As you got to know it is a sucrose solution, very easily we can say that this is per. And this water is going to be po. Movement of water is going to be from po to per. Agreed. Initial level, you have to mark over here the initial level of water in the beaker. The initial level, as you can see, is how much? This sucrose solution देखिए, यहाँ तक है. अब There are two concepts that what they are trying to explain. Don't have a look at this pressure wala concept right now. I'll explain it to you later on. But one thing is for sure, इसके बीच में एक और diagram होना चाहिए था जिसमें thistle funnel का internal level of sucrose should have increased, like the level increased over here. Are you understanding it? You want me to draw it and explain? The same thing जो potato के अंदर हुआ, sugar solution का level बढ़ा, similarly thistle funnel के अंदर भी level बढ़ता क्योंकि पानी अंदर जा रहा है. Do you understand? Now what they are doing is they are applying an external pressure. They are applying an external pressure, and this pressure की वजह से will you find movement of water coming in, or will you find exit of water from the funnel? Exit मिलेगा तुम लोग को क्योंकि तुम लोग ने एक external pressure apply किया. अच्छा, ये external pressure की वजह से initially जो osmosis हो रहा था over here, you could see osmosis happening. Osmosis was seen over here. Now, if water is being thrown outside, are you seeing osmosis, or is it not letting osmosis to happen? Come on. 2. It is not letting osmosis to happen. Very good, Vipishita. It's not letting water to go inside. Matlab, this external pressure is preventing osmosis, and this pressure required to prevent osmosis is called osmotic pressure. सुना तुम लोगों ने? Osmotic pressure denoted by OP. So what is osmotic pressure? Pressure required to stop osmosis. सबको clear? What is osmotic pressure? All right. Please tell me whether whatever I'm saying on my next slide is right or wrong. My first point. Osmotic pressure prevents dilution of solution. Am I right with it? It prevents dilution because वो पानी जाने नहीं देता ना. अरे भाई साहब, ये शुगर सोल्यूशन से भरा हुआ है और ये अंदर पानी को जाने नहीं दे रहा है, तो अंदर डाइल्यूशन नहीं होएगा ना यार. So that's my first. I'm just enlisting some facts about OP. Guys, ये तो तुम लोग वाला ही दिमाग चाहिए, बायो वाला दिमाग चाहिए ही नहीं. So please थोड़ा engineering mode में आ जाओ. So first point, it prevents dilution of solution. अच्छा गाइस, मेरे को थोड़ा कंफ्यूजन है, यू नो ना, मैं बायो तो मेरा इतना दिमाग नहीं चलता इन सब में, पर तुम लोग मेरे को हेल्प करोगे तो शायद आ जाएगा मेरे को भी समझ में. इफ यू फाइंड हाई सल्यूट कॉन्सेंट्रेशन, if you find high solute concentration, what would be the rate of osmosis? बताइए. More the solute concentration, more would be the rate of osmosis. Do you agree? हाँ ठीक है, nice. And if now I want to apply a pressure to stop osmosis, more the rate of osmosis, more would be the osmotic pressure be required. Am I right with it? Superb. मतलब can I say जितना ज्यादा solute concentration उतना ज्यादा osmotic pressure? Confirm, please. Confirm. In the chat box, please confirm. जितना ज्यादा solute concentration उतना ज्यादा osmotic pressure. मतलब I can say that your osmotic pressure is the function of solute concentration. You understand the statement better than any medical kid. Osmotic pressure is function of solute concentration. ये तुम सबको समझता है. Perfect. OP, sorry. OP is function of solute concentration. Or I can also say that solute concentration is directly proportional to OP. सही बात? Okay. अब इसी बात पे मेरे को एक और चीज बता दो. If I have a solution that is an electrolyte, उसका OP ज्यादा रहेगा कि नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट का OP ज्यादा रहेगा? Moksha, what makes you, Moksha and Vibhushita, what makes you all say this? Meko, if I'm wrong, please let me know. If I have NaCl, I make a solution. Will I find this happening? Will I find this happening? अरे वाह, मैं right हूँ यहाँ पे, nice. So Na plus and Cl minus, have they added up to formation of, vague example, have they added up to form two solute? So solute concentration has increased. The rate of osmosis will increase. The osmotic pressure will also be increased. Yes, Vibhushita, you did. That's your next point. OP of an electrolyte. Guys, ये handwriting समझ रहा है क्या? कैसे विभूषिता, इसको अच्छा कैसे बोल सकते हो? अच्छा, एक और चीज, OP is denoted by pi. Again, तुम लोग के काम का चीज है. I'm just giving you all an equation. It's only for your information in case any question asked on this. एक फॉर्मूला है और वो फॉर्मूला भी तुम लोग को आता है. फॉर्मूला भी तुम्हारे लिए नया नहीं है. It is equal to ICRT. सुना, देखा, पढ़ा? Wherein I is the ionization constant, C is concentration, R is gas constant, and T is absolute temperature. अच्छा, मेरे को एक और डाउट आ गया यार, तुम लोग के साथ रह रहे कि मेरा दिमाग चलने लग गया है. Guys, tell me, what would be the osmotic pressure of pure water? Right, Vibhushita? And Moksha also. And ये बच्चा तो पहली बार आया. How do I pronounce your name? Soradeep. Soradeep. Okay. Everybody, 3 students gave me answer. 4th one, all are correct. Osmotic pressure, Priyansh, sun dhyan se. Osmotic pressure is a function of solute concentration. Pure water has zero solute. Priyansh, उसके पास जब solute ही नहीं है, तो तू क्या ही प्रेशर अप्लाई करेगा उसमें osmosis रोकने के लिए? Yeah, so osmotic pressure of pure water is शून्य, it is 0. अच्छा, इसी बात पे एक और बात याद आ गई. Guys, do you understand something called hydrophyte? Hydrophyte. Very good, Moksh. Some plant which is there in water. Vibhushita, hydro is related to water, phyta is related to plants. Do you understand mesophyte? Mesophyte मतलब moderate condition में रहने वाला. Do you understand xerophyte? Xero is desert. तो desert वाला plant. Superb. Do you understand halophyte? नहीं Vibhushita. Halo is related to salt, children. Halo is related to salt or high saline soil. Again, I'm giving you all just for your information in case asked. Ascending order of OP. It goes like hydrophyte, mesophyte, xerophyte, halophyte. Halophyte is a plant which is growing in great or high saline condition. And the last point, OP अपन measure कैसे करते हैं? OP is measured using osmometer. On my next slide, one more interesting thing coming up. Shall I start? Okay. So children, I'm having 3 solutions over here with me. Here it has 0 gram solute, 100 gram solute, and 200 gram solute. This is my solution A, this is B, and this is C. Come on. 0 gram solute. 0 gram solute. Can I say it's a pure water? And can I call this one as hypo? And this one is hyper? No doubt. Okay. Now guys, थोड़ा सा complicate होएगा चीज. I'll try to simplify. You be focused. Can I say that here all the water molecules are free and having maximum kinetic energy? You understand this concept? Okay. So I can say over here, हाँ विभूषिता you were right. इसका OP तो definitely 0 है. ये तो अपन बात कर ही चुके हैं. Maximum kinetic energy है इसके पास. ठीक है? Guys, can I also say that solution A or this pure water A, if required, and if there is a selectively permeable membrane over here, it can give water to B and it can give water to C also. All right. Can B give it to A? Perfect. नहीं दे सकता. Can C give to B? Perfect. नहीं दे सकता. Absolutely नहीं दे सकता. ये concepts अपन को clear है. और अभी अभी हम लोग को पता चला that pure water has this maximum kinetic energy, and that maximum kinetic energy is called water potential. It shows maximum water potential, that is denoted by psi W. आपके लिए लिख दो full form इधर. Water potential, psi W. ठीक है? Now the question arises कि मैम चलो समझा कि maximum water potential है, लेकिन वो maximum value कितना है? Pure water has psi W, that is maximum, and that maximum is called 0. Now answer my question. Solution B and solution C का water potential would be more than 0, less than 0? Less than 0, perfect. मतलब if I ask you that water potential of any dam solution, एक मेरा favorite question है जो normally बच्चों को TWT में आता ही है. मैं देखती हूँ water potential of a 20-gram solution is dash. First option 2 pascals, second option 4 pascals, third option 0.2 pascals, fourth option minus 0.2 pascal. Answer please. अच्छा तुम लोग ऑप्शन लिख रहे हो. हाँ ठीक है. यस समझ गए. अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन आएगा तो आंसर आ जाएगा तुम लोग को. अगर प्योर वाटर का वाटर पोटेंशियल बोला है 0 इज द आंसर. एंड अगर कोई भी सोल्यूशन तुम लोग को दिया तो उसका आंसर अमंग्स द ऑप्शन हंट फॉर द नेगेटिव वाला. दैट्स योर आंसर. ठीक है? सो इसका काइनेटिक एनर्जी, सोल्यूशन बी का काइनेटिक एनर्जी हाई है, बट इन कंपैरिजन टू दिस इसका काइनेटिक एनर्जी वुड बी द लोएस्ट. इट्स लोअर. वन सेकेंड. This one is lower. The water potential is high, but still it is negative. Water potential is lower, or I can say lowest, and is negative. No doubt about it. Achha. So let's talk about water potential. Thoda facts about water potential here. Very good, Devanshi. Superb, beta. It's the free energy of water. आज तुम लोग को ज्यादा अच्छा लग रहा होगा ना, बिकॉज तुम्हारे टर्म्स आ रहे हैं इधर in comparison to the previous lectures. It is expressed in Pascal, bars, and atmosphere. More the water molecule, more is the kinetic energy, and more would be the water potential. Yeah. Highest water potential is seen in case of dash. And uska number is 0. Therefore, any solution will have water potential that is negative. Okay. Now answer my question. In this case, as we had discussed before, water will move from A to B, or even B can give it to C, or even A can give it to C. Can I say that water flows from high water potential towards the low water potential? Perfect. तो अगर तुम लोग को कभी क्वेश्चन में उन लोग ने 4 सोल्यूशन का वाटर पोटेंशियल दे दिया कि सोल्यूशन ए बी सी डी है, इन सब का वाटर पोटेंशियल ये है, विल यू ऑल बी एबल टू आइडेंटिफाई फ्लो ए टू बी होएगा कि सी टू बी होएगा कि डी टू बी, व्हाटएवर? समझ जाएगा सबको? परफेक्ट. Water will always flow from high water potential to low water potential. चलो एक फ्री में क्वेश्चन ले लो. I'm giving water potential of some solution A, B, C, D, E. A का it's -4, B का it is -7, C is -9. Come on. Tell me water will flow from where to where? अरे भाई, ये तुम लोग इतना शॉर्टकट वाले आंसर्स क्यों देते हो? उधर 4 ऑप्शंस रहेगा भाई, और सब में पहला वर्ड डी लिखा रहेगा. अब बोलो. I know D say anywhere, but you think the options would be that easy? They'll give you D, B, C, D, A, whatever. C, B, C, A, D, whatever. Give me the entire flow. और इसके लिए क्या करने का पता है? फास्टेस्ट मेथड. मतलब मेरे को मेडिकल वालों को बोलना पड़ता है, तुम लोग का शायद तुम लोग को अपने आप ही आ जाए, आई डोंट नो. एक नंबर लाइन बनाने का 0, और उसके बाद में whatever ऑर्डर में लिखते जाओ. लाइक -2 पहले आएगा, फिर -4 आएगा इधर, फिर -7 आएगा, फिर -9 आएगा. -2 ई का, ये तो है ही डी का, -4 is A ka, -7 is B, and -9 is who? C. For the sequence. It's going to be in this direction, right? अच्छा, by the way, tell me, सच्ची सच्ची बोलना, तुम लोग को नंबर लाइन बनाने की जरूरत है क्या? तुम लोग को तो आता ही होगा ना, ये सब रोज का है तुम लोग का. See, smart people. Okay, चल कुछ केसेस लेते हैं. चल वही केसेस जो तुम लोग रोज लेते रहते हो. Assume that this is this and this is that. Case 1. Case 1 actually तुम लोग को इसका conclusion पता है, that if you have pure water at standard temperature and no external pressure, uska water potential is max, that is 0. Case 2. Now guys, supposedly I have added some solute in pure water. तो solution बन गया. Siddhi, guys, please tell me, अगर मैंने एक प्योर वाटर लिया और उसमें कुछ सल्यूट ऐड कर दिया तो वो सोल्यूशन बन गया कि नहीं? सो पहले से उसका वाटर पोटेंशियल बढ़ा कि घटा? घटा. वेरी नाइस. सो माय स्टेटमेंट ओवर हियर, if some solute is added to pure water, its water potential decreases. Agreed? Now, guys, tell me, आराम से सुनना, ध्यान से, किसकी वजह से कम हुआ वाटर पोटेंशियल? कौन था वो? वेरी नाइस. इट वाज ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ द सल्यूट. मतलब कैन आई से that due to the addition of solute, water potential reduced? The magnitude of lowering this water potential due to addition of solute is called solute potential. ये लैंग्वेज तुम लोग का रोज का होगा शायद. Could you understand what I said? Moksh, this was your doubt. I'm saying the statement is the magnitude of lowering water potential due to dissolution of solute is called solute potential. And guys, this solute potential is also called osmotic potential. And it is denoted by psi s. तो क्या मैं केस टू का कंक्लूजन ऐसा लिख सकती हूँ? psi w is equal to psi s. Agreed? Water potential is now equal to solute potential. But if it is of a solution, you know that the water potential is negative. मतलब can I say that even the solute potential is negative? वो तुम्हारा A equal to B, B equal to C, A equal to C. Guys, please remember this. Your solute potential is, बस विभूषिता, ऐसे बड़े बड़े टर्म्स यूज कर लो जो आपको पता है, मुझे नहीं पता है. Anyway, please remember this statement. Solute potential is always negative. Psi s is always negative. Please remember this. Very, very important. मेरे को एक और डाउट है, तुम लोग ही सॉल्व कर सकते हो ये डाउट. More the solute molecules, lower is the solute potential. Okay. And can I say it is more negative? I mean, I don't believe this. मैंने कभी लाइफ में ये सारे कॉन्सेप्ट सिर्फ एक स्टेटमेंट में बोला हो और सामने वाले को समझ गया हो, ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ. कहाँ से आए हो तुम लोग? मतलब एक स्टेटमेंट एंड यू हैव अंडरस्टूड ओनली वंस, नो रेपिटेशन रिक्वायर्ड. हाँ, केमिस्ट्री में सेम है. अच्छा, सुपर्ब देन. नाइस. अरे नहीं सौरदी, तुम लोग आबाद होगे इतना केमिस्ट्री पढ़ लोगे तुम. यार तुम लोगों को कैसे याद रह जाती है एंथैल्पी एंट्रोपी? मैं तो कितनी बार भी पढ़ा हूं ना यार. I can't express the feeling, the pain that I had that time. More the solute molecules. आज मेरी आंखों में आंसू है. काश मैं तुम लोगों को दिखा सकती, बट लाइफ में ऐसा कभी नहीं हुआ है. कि एक बार एंड खत्म बात. केस टू क्लियर. केस थ्री पे चलें. Okay. Now case 3 is slightly different. Now children, in first case, no external pressure and at standard temperature. In case 2, we added some solute to it. Now in case 3, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to add some pressure more than atmospheric pressure. So water potential का क्या होएगा? Tell me. If pressure greater than atmospheric pressure is applied to pure water or solution, what will happen to its water potential? Superb. Very nice, Moksh. And others, if pressure greater than atmospheric pressure is applied to pure water or maybe even solution, its water potential increases. अच्छा, इंक्रीज किसकी वजह से हुआ है? एक्सटर्नल प्रेशर आपने अप्लाई किया ना, वो प्रेशर जो आप अप्लाई कर रहे हो, कैन दैट बी एवर नेगेटिव? द प्रेशर दैट यू आर अप्लाइंग, कैन दैट बी एवर नेगेटिव? डेफिनेटली नॉट. मतलब वो पॉजिटिव प्रेशर रहेगा. अच्छा, वो प्रेशर का नाम, आई, 1 second, that pressure is called pressure potential, denoted by psi p, also called Turgot pressure. So can I say that this particular psi p is positive? Right? Also children, very important information. It is positive, but at some places, psi p can be negative. Negative psi p would be seen in xylem, the vascular bundle which helps in transport of water, and plasmolysed cell. ये दो जगह पे ही वो नेगेटिव रहता है, बाकी सब जगह पे इट इज पॉजिटिव. राइट मोक्ष, क्या बात है? क्यों नेगेटिव है? सॉरी दीप, इट्स लाइक, ओके, अपन स्ट्रॉ लेते हैं. स्ट्रॉ से हम लोग वॉट एवर ड्रिंक पी रहे हैं, तो वी सक. व्हेन वी आर सकिंग, आर वी अप्लाइंग अ पॉजिटिव प्रेशर और अ नेगेटिव पुल? while we are sucking, it is negative ना बेटा. while we are pushing, like अगर कोई पाइप है जिसमें से पानी निकल के आ रहा है बाहर, तो वो पॉजिटिव प्रेशर होता है. बट जब भी अपन सक करते हैं, वो टाइम पे इट इज अ नेगेटिव काइंड ऑफ थिंग. एग्जैक्टली द सेम वे, जब भी तेरे कोई भी प्लांट में ये जाइलम है, ये जाइलम को नीचे से पानी ऊपर खींच के लाना है, तो उसको नेगेटिव रखना पड़ेगा ना अंदर, तब जाके वो पुल कर सकेगा. गॉट इट? ऑल राइट. And my final statement, final conclusion of our case 3, that water potential is equal to solute potential plus pressure potential. Got this? Just because we have added some pressure to it. Devanshi, not opening up the stomata. There, over there, there's some different concept involved. You can say over there, normal osmosis is there. चल आगे एक्सप्लेन करो. One more interesting thing. Yes, Devanshi, but that is a discarded theory. The theory which is acceptable now for transpiration is potassium ion theory. Chaliye. Next slide. Now let's understand something called diffusion pressure. What was osmotic pressure? The pressure that prevented osmosis. Diffusion pressure is a pressure that leads to diffusion. ये हम लोग ने बात किया रहेगा ना कभी वो ट्रेन वाला धक्का मुक्की वाला. Have we spoken about it? Yeah. So the pressure exerted on each other while traveling in a train, that pressure is your diffusion pressure. तो कोई भी प्लेटफॉर्म आया और लोगों ने धक्का मारा और अपन उतर गए तो अपना डिफ्यूजन हो गया. It is a pressure that leads to diffusion. चल, come on. Again, three cases here. I mean, three beakers here. 0 gram, 100 grams, and 200 grams. Water, same 1 liter in each of the beakers. So this is your solution A. Can I call it as a pure water? Solution B is Po, and solution C is Per. Guys, tell me, जब भी diffusion हो रहा है, and let's assume that water का diffusion होने वाला है, तो किसके पास सबसे ज्यादा एनर्जी है? A, B, C में से फ्री काइनेटिक एनर्जी A. मतलब धक्का मुक्की करने के लिए भी तो एनर्जी चाहिए ना. That is the diffusion pressure of pure water. Can I say this is maximum? And that maximum has a value. It's not zero. The value is theoretical calculated value. It is 1236 atmosphere. My question to you all is diffusion pressure of any dam solution is going to be lesser than 1236 or more than 1236. Perfect. It's going to be less than 1236 atmosphere. इसका ये मेरे को तुम लोग को एक्सप्लेन करने का जरूरत नहीं है. Now give me a relation between diffusion pressure and solute concentration. More the solute, more the dP, or less the dP? क्या बात है मोक्ष? Very nice, children. I can say it is inversely proportional to solute concentration. More the solute, lesser would be the diffusion pressure. Perfect. Nice. चलो कुछ concepts पढ़ना है अपन को अभी. We'll be studying about something called diffusion pressure deficit. Diffusion pressure, yes. Diffusion pressure deficit. Deficit matlab something which is less, right? Devanshi, please let me know once done. Okay. This diffusion pressure deficit, abbreviated as DPD, is also called suction pressure. ठीक है. चलिए डीपीडी को एकदम सीधा सीधा सरल सरल स्टेटमेंट में बोलूं तो इट इज सिंपली थर्स्ट ऑफ अ सेल. More the solute, more would be the water entering inside. मतलब can I say more is the thirst? कहाँ हो तुम लोग? रेस्पॉन्स दो भाई. सुना नहीं तुम लोग ने? Oh my God, people are responding here. गलत बात children. Please message on the other device. Yes. I said DPD is thirst of the cell. If you have solute concentration of 100 grams in one case and the second case 200 grams, which solution would be more thirsty and more would let in water to come in? Solution A ki solution B? If this solution is more thirsty, can I say it would have a higher DPD? Agreed. Perfect. Let's take up again 0 gram, 100 gram and 200 gram. चलो, टेल मी, क्या मेरा फर्स्ट वाला जो बीकर है ABC, क्या फर्स्ट बीकर को प्यास है? मतलब कैन आई से DPD उसका 0 है और ABC में मैक्सिमम DPD किसका है, ज्यादा थर्स्ट किसका है? कैन आई से DPD ओवर हियर इज maximum. Okay, give me the value of water potential. Water potential over here is 0. But is it max? Is it max? Yes. And over here, the water potential is the least and it is negative. Perfect. Can I call this one as a pure solvent or pure water? And this one as hypo and this one as hyper. Can I also say diffusion pressure over here is maximum? And that is 1236 atmosphere. And over here, diffusion pressure is minimum. I'm just collaborating all the data that we have been calculating up till now. My question to you all is, will water move from pure water to Po and Po to Per? Will water move from highest water potential to the lowest water potential? Will water move from lowest DPD to highest DPD? उल्टा हो गया कुछ? अभी तक हर जगह हाई टू लो हम बात कर रहे थे, पहली पहली बार हम बोल रहे हैं कि जिसका DPD, जिसको थर्स्ट सबसे कम है, वो दूसरे को पानी देगा. Agreed? Perfect. That's my next statement here. Water moves from region of lower DPD to region of higher DPD. याद रखिएगा ये statement. Water flows from high water potential to low water potential. Water flows from high DP to low DP, but water flows from low DPD to high DPD. ठीक है जी? Okay. Let's take up a case over here. There is this cell present. बाहर हाइपो है, सेल हाइपर है. टेल मी, अगर बाहर हाइपो है और अंदर हाइपर है, क्या ऑस्मोसिस होने की शंका है? Yes. If osmosis is going to happen, that means even osmotic pressure will immediately build up to stop osmosis. Yes. Osmotic pressure. Okay. Do you understand turgor pressure? Do you understand turgor pressure? Pressure potential थोड़ी देर पहले अपने लिखा है कहीं पे. See, check. Also, तुम लोग एक और बार एक्सप्लेन कर दूं, टर्गो प्रेशर क्या है. ये सेल है, इसके अंदर पानी गया तो वो सेल थोड़ा फूल गया मतलब स्वेल हो गया, मतलब दिस सेल इज नाउ कॉल्ड टर्जिड सेल. अब वो फूला क्यों? बिकॉज इंटरनल कंटेंट हैज अप्लाइड अ प्रेशर ऑन इट्स एक्सटर्नल सरफेस. अंडरस्टूड दिस? ऑन द वॉल बेटा, ऑन द वॉल. यस, ठीक है. सो नाउ टेल मी, जैसे अंदर पानी, अच्छा अभी एक केस ए में पानी अंदर जाना शुरू हुआ है, तो क्या इमीडिएटली टर्गो प्रेशर बिल्ड होएगा कि टर्गो प्रेशर कंपैरेटिवली लेस रहेगा इधर? Am I making sense? अच्छा, बट इनिशियली ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर तो हाई रहेगा ना, क्योंकि वो ऑस्मोसिस को रोकता रहेगा. एंड अभी भी सेल काफी थर्स्टी है, वो अंदर पानी अलाउ कर रहा है, मतलब उसका डीपीडी भी हाई। डू यू अग्री? द केस ए। परफेक्ट। केस बी, मतलब इसी का नेक्स्ट स्टेज, सेल थोड़ा फूल गया है, कंप्लीटली फूला नहीं है, थोड़ा फूल गया है। कैन आई से दैट द ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर इज स्टिल प्रेजेंट बिकॉज इट वांट्स टू स्टॉप ऑस्मोसिस? अब मैं ये नहीं बोलूंगी कि टर्गो प्रेशर कम है, टर्गो प्रेशर भी बिल्ड होना चालू हो चुका है, तो मैं उसमें ऐसे डाउन एरो नहीं बना रही। एंड देन आई हैव दिस केस सी wherein the cell is now completely turgid. If the cell is now completely turgid, can I say that the turgor pressure is going to be maximum here? एंड वो काफी टर्जिड हो चुका है, मतलब डीपीडी गिर गया, उसका उसका थर्स्ट कम हो गया। यस और नो? अब डीपीडी किसके टर्म्स में हम लोग हर बार बात कर सकते हैं? कैन आई से डीपीडी वुड बी बेस्ट एक्सप्रेस्ड इन टर्म्स ऑफ ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर एंड टर्गर प्रेशर? उससे मेरे को पता चलेगा कि सेल ने कितना पानी पिया। सो द फॉर्मूला गोज लाइक डीपीडी is equal to osmotic pressure minus turgor pressure. Do you agree to this? सेल ने कितना पानी पिया वो हम लोग को समझेगा बाय ओपी माइनस टीपी, ऑस्मोटिक प्रेशर माइनस टर्बो प्रेशर। कुड यू अग्री? Again, for better understanding, let's take up a case here. Okay, there are some cells. Let's call them as cell A, cell B. 1 second. Yeah, cell A, B. This is C, this is D, and this is E. Cell A में OP is 8, TP is 2, OP is 6, TP is 0, OP is 15, TP is what, 9, OP is 12, TP is 6, OP is 10, TP is 14. Chalo. Come on, tell me. Water will move from where to where to where to where? You want to be over here? Okay, please note it down. Then I'll move on towards the next slide. Please solve this and let me know the flow of water would be from where to where to where to where. Moksha, the alternative name for osmotic potential is solute potential. So dPd is OP minus Tp. That means dPd over here is 6. इधर कितना है 6, इधर कितना है 6, इधर कितना है 6 and इधर कितना है OP minus Tp. Is it minus 4? So नंबर लाइन, अच्छा तुम लोग तो मैं ओके ठीक है, -4 की तरफ जाएगा डीपीडी, मतलब बाकी का फ्लो ऑफ वाटर. डू यू अग्री? डू यू अग्री? Okay. Please tell me which of these is right. A, E absorbed from B. Water diffuses from into B from A. Third, no movement of water at all. Fourth, B actively absorbs water. From cells, neighboring cells. Which of these is right? Provided we decrease the TP of this to 10. So tell me, I've changed the question, children. I've told that iska turbo pressure from 14 has reduced to 10. Now tell me. One is still correct? Absolutely right. Because इसका डीपीडी क्या हो गया अभी? 0 हो गया. डीपीडी 0, कोई प्यास नहीं तो ये पानी सबको दे सकता है. करेक्ट. परफेक्ट. चल इसी बात पे कुछ और भी बातें बता दो मेरे को. Certain facts about DPD which you need to know. The first one, Rajas. Let me know once done, Rajas. Okay. So guys, tell me what is the DPD of free solution? Free solution का मतलब होता है there is no kind of external pressure being applied. तो इसका dpd equals to what? अच्छा, I'll reframe my statement. If I don't have a cell, I just have this particular solution in a beaker. इसका dpd would be equal to what? It's a solution बेटा, it's a solution. मतलब definitely solute तो रहेगा इसके अंदर. Very nice मिहिर. dpd equals to op. फ्री सोल्यूशन है ना, टर्गो प्रेशर का भी एग्जिस्ट करता है जब सेल की हमने बात की है. एक्सटर्नल प्रेशर मतलब मैंने कोई प्रेशर पोटेंशियल भी अप्लाई नहीं कर रखा है यहाँ पे. सेकंड स्टेटमेंट, सेकंड क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज द डीपीडी ऑफ अ नॉर्मल सेल? नॉर्मल सेल, उसका डीपीडी क्या रहेगा? मतलब उसमें नॉर्मल सेल में चिल्ड्रन हमेशा सोल्यूशन होता है. यू डोंट फाइंड अ नॉर्मल सेल विद प्योर वाटर. इट्स गोइंग टू बी ओपी माइनस टीपी. टर्गो प्रेशर भी तो एग्जिस्ट करेगा ना विभूषिता, सेल की बात हो रही है तो. ओके. थर्ड, dpd of a fully turgid cell. Answer this. Fully turgid cell. No, Mihir, गलत जवाब बेटा. No, Devanshi. Fully turgid cell में children, dpd becomes 0 since osmotic pressure is equal to turgor pressure. Guys, fully turgid cell मतलब no entry no exit. दोनों प्रेशर इक्वल नहीं हो गया? Please respond. Siddhi, it is transporting plants. Fourth statement. Tell me dpd of a flaccid cell. dpd of a flaccid cell. Flaccid cell मतलब कौन सा सेल होता है? The cell which is not applying any kind of pressure on the wall. No pressure on the wall. मतलब turgor pressure is 0, not even negative. It is 0. वो shrink नहीं हो रहा है मोक्ष. Shrink होता तो turgor pressure negative होता. वो बस pressure apply नहीं कर रहा है. So dpd over here becomes equal to op since tp is 0. Now the next one. What would be the dpd for a plasmolyzed cell? Plasmolyzed cell में the cell is shrinking. When it is shrinking, the turgor pressure goes negative. That means it's going dpd is going to be op minus tp. That is op plus tp. Since tp is negative for plasmolyzed cell. Got it? और पूछो भाई. More doubts, children? I've solved all the related things, whatever you had posted already in the chat box. हाँ, तो देवांशी, in plasmolyzed cell, अच्छा, in flaccid cell, see, understand, this is the cell wall, this is the membrane, plasma membrane. There is no pressure applied. देखो, there are 3 cases. Case number 1, case number 2, and case number 3. There is a wall here, there is a wall here, and there is a wall here, etc. In this first case, yes, Sauradeep. In this first case, beta, there is a pressure applied on the wall. So either turbo pressure is present, it is positive. Devanshi, in the second case, एक second, I'll redraw it. थोड़ा गंदा था वो. In the second case, there is wall present, there is plasma membrane also present, but pressure does not exist. वो एक बाजू बाजू में present है, but ये जो content of the cell है ना, ये बाहर के साइड में pressure apply नहीं कर रहा है, तो टर्गो प्रेशर जीरो हो गया ना. नेगेटिव कब होएगा? जब ये सेल अंदर की तरफ श्रिंक होएगा. So this is negative. Got it? And this is said to be a turgid cell. This is said to be a plasmolyzed cell. So this is where the turgor pressure becomes negative. और ये रहा आपका fluid, wherein flow of water is there, into out कोई तकलीफ नहीं है. इधर net flow zero है. Water coming in is equal to water going out. और पूछो भाई. Yes, Rajas. मोक्ष तो गूगल करेगा तो भी तेरे को आराम से मिल जाएगा. बहुत थियोरेटिकल है वो. Prajas, is it an inhibitory gene का case? What you have sent right now? Is it a complete question? Because there is some concept called inhibitory gene. Vibhushita, for evolution, you will have to get in touch with the zoology teacher better. Yes, Devanshi, please post it. It means, Prajas, अगर देख, वो लोग ने बोला है when locus X is inactivated, locus Y is triggered. मतलब X was dominating on Y or was epistatic on Y, and that is why Y was not working in presence of X. Could you understand? Yes, Devanshi. Okay, we'll do it. Yes, Prajas. But dominating word use करने के बदले अपन epistatic word use करेंगे उधर, क्योंकि वो लोग है ना, दो जीन का बात कर रहे हैं, दो डिफरेंट जीन का बात कर रहे हैं. अपन वर्ड डोमिनेंट तब यूज करते हैं when we are talking about capital T and small t, and both of them are for same gene, that is height. Got it? Siddhi, again, this is coming under biomolecules zoology. Or you may also ask your chemistry teacher, organic chemistry teacher. Yes, Vibhushita, please tell me. हाँ, क्या चाहिए था देवांशी को अबाउट रिडक्टिव अमीनेशन एंड ट्रांस अमीनेशन? मतलब ये वाला बात. कुछ नहीं है, पूरा केमिस्ट्री है. Check. What you need to highlight on is there is this alpha ketoglutaric acid. This is a 5 carbon compound. It is going to show addition of hydrogen along with this ammonium ion, and that is the reason why they have called it reductive amination. So just focus on two things. NADPH, which is a donor of hydrogen, because आप right hand side में देखोगे तो H जा चुका है, किधर गया, अल्फा कीटोग्लूटारिक में चला गया. Okay, this concept is called reductive amination. You just need to remember, the other thing that you need to remember is the enzyme glutamate dehydrogenase. One second, Vibhushita. Second case में देखो, this NH3 group is present over here along with R1, and you have this carboxylic acid group present along with R2. और उसके बाद में the R1 and R2 का group has been transferred. Check. This will happen in presence of enzyme called transaminase, and this reaction is called transamination reaction. मोक्ष, increased vacuolation मतलब vacuole का size बढ़ना. Okay. Vibhushita's doubt is seedlings grown in dark are shorter, taller, similar, don't grow. So beta, when you read plant growth and development, Vibhushita, there's a statement that auxins are sensitive to light. तुमने शायद ये चीज देखी होगी अगर आपके घर में पौधे हैं तो, कि अगर यहाँ पे सनलाइट है तो जो प्लांट ग्रो कर रहा है, नहीं नहीं देवांशी, नो नॉट फोटोट्रोपिज्म बेटा. वी ऑल अंडरस्टैंड, चल, लाइफ, योर होल लाइफ वाज अ लाई. आज एक बात समझ में आएगी तुम लोग को. We always find that if we have this spotted variety, the plant is going to grow towards sunlight. It's going to grow like this. Everybody agrees to it. And we have always called it phototropism. That plant is showing growth towards sunlight. Actually speaking, it's not because of the sunlight. It's because of a hormone called auxin. There is this hormone called auxin which shows its increased synthesis in shaded portion of the plant. मतलब ये region में auxin का synthesis ज्यादा हो जाएगा. Auxin is a growth promoter. It enhances the rate of cell division. If it enhances the rate of cell division, तो तुम लोग को नहीं लगता है कि ये region, again I'm highlighting it, ये region में cells ज्यादा बनेंगे जहां auxin का concentration ज्यादा होएगा. अगर cells उधर ज्यादा बन रहे हैं तो automatically वो plant के ऊपर एक pressure apply करेगा in this direction, क्योंकि उधर थोड़ा डेंसिटी ज्यादा है, वेट प्लांट का उस तरफ ज्यादा हो जाएगा और प्लांट ऑटोमेटिकली झुक जाएगा. और ये होता है on the opposite side because auxin is something which is sensitive to light. It is sensitive to light. जहां लाइट रहेगा उधर वो नहीं, auxin synthesize नहीं होता. Am I making sense? This is a property of auxin. It is sensitive to light. It would be synthesized on the opposite region. इन कंपैरिजन जहां पे सनलाइट है उस तरफ ऑक्सीजन का सिंथेसिस बहुत कम होगा और उसके पीछे मतलब शेडेड रीजन में उसका सिंथेसिस ज्यादा होगा, तो वहां पे सेल डिवीजन ज्यादा होगा. नहीं देवांशी, वो सही है, वो तुम लोग को गलत नहीं पता है, वो तुम लोग को सही पता है. नाउ विभूषिता का डाउट था कि सीडलिंग्स व्हेन ग्रोन इन डार्क दे वुड टर्न आउट टू बी व्हाट, टॉलर, शॉर्टर और समथिंग समथिंग. आंसर टू दैट शुड बी इट इज इन डार्क. मतलब वेरी गुड प्रियांश, इट इज इन डार्क मतलब ऑक्सीजन का सिंथेसिस ज्यादा होना चाहिए, सेल डिवीजन ज्यादा होना चाहिए, सीडलिंग टॉलर होना चाहिए. गॉट इट. और हम लोग को बचपन से क्या लगता था, सनलाइट नहीं है तो वो टॉल ही नहीं होगा, तो इसलिए शायद विभूषिता ने पहले नो डेवलपमेंट या शॉर्टर वाटर ऐसा कुछ मार्क किया होगा, एंड देन आंसर देखा तो उधर आंसर लिखा है टॉलर, है ना विभूषिता? Yeah, but now got it. It's all because of this auxin, and auxin is a photosensitive hormone, light sensitive hormone. और अगर तुम लोग प्लांट ग्रोथ एंड डेवलपमेंट देखोगे तो सेकंड पेज पे ही इसी को लेकर एक्सपेरिमेंट है, वो अपने डार्विन एंड डार्विन ने कर रखा है. और पूछू? आई एम वेटिंग गाइस, और कुछ नहीं. Which of the following color is least useful for plants? You mean to say in relation to photosynthesis, Vibhushita? If yes, the answer is green. That is because green is not absorbed. Blue color, I mean color क्या? Blue light and red light. ये लोग photosynthesis में काफी यूज होते हैं. Green light नहीं होता. It goes like सबसे ज्यादा it's going to be blue and red. फिर उससे कम yellow and orange और बिल्कुल भी नहीं green. क्या विभूषिता, मेरा आंसर तो सही होगा ना बेटा? Devanshi, only the ones which are given in NCERT. And it's too late to sit and remember all those things. So focus on concepts. कैसा होता है ना देवांशी? Even if you try to sit and learn, you think on the exam day you will be able to remember कि भाई Ipomia batata was sweet potato or potato. Ipomia batata is sweet potato. Solanum tuberosum is potato, जिसके नाम में बटाटा ही नहीं है. So basically concept पे ध्यान दो, factual matter जाने दो. Water, Vibhushita. Nerve signal is absent. Temperature increase is not identified that soon. It is loss of water from the basal part. No idea, Priyansh. Which one, Devanshi? Cell division. हाँ ठीक है, आज ही भेज देती हूँ. So, Moksh, in some plants, we have the mesophil region differentiated into palisade and spongy. Or in some plants, we don't find that kind of differentiation. पूरा का पूरा entire mesophil region same ही है. देखो ये टेबल चाहिए था, ये लो, दिख रहा है? Metaphase Prajas. Vibhushita, proton gradient, you will have to refer to the recording of photosynthesis. इतना याद रख लो, इतना समझ लो अभी के लिए, that at one region, like over here, proton concentration, मैं प्लस प्लस लिख रही हूँ, आपको तो पता है ये प्रोटॉन प्लस है. So, यहाँ पे प्रोटॉन ज्यादा है और यहाँ पे प्रोटॉन कंपेरेटिवली कम है. तो क्या होएगा? The protons are going to move from this place to this place. There's a difference in the values of protons, plus positive and negative ions. This condition is said to be proton gradient. Now, when protons are going to travel, The relation with what you are asking me is there is something called F1 particle over here. The protons are going to pass through this F1 particle, and while they are passing, ADP and IP is going to combine together to form ATP molecule. So proton gradient helps in formation of ATP. The same thing we saw in respiration also in ETS and in photosynthesis also. In that particular recording, you will be able to see it. Proton gradient मतलब there is a difference बेटा. Diffusion मतलब ये जो passage हुआ है ना proton का from one region to the other region, that is a diffusion of proton. But diffusion हुआ क्यों? Because एक जगह पे ज्यादा था और एक जगह पे कम था. Gradient word का मतलब ही होता है difference. ठीक है जी? No. एनारोबिक रेस्पिरेशन में अपन ने 3 स्टेप्स देखे थे. ग्लाइकोलाइसिस, उसके बाद में डीकार्बोक्सिलेशन, डीहाइड्रोजनेशन, ये चीज हुआ अल्कोहल फॉर्मेशन में. और लैक्टिक एसिड फॉर्मेशन में पहले होएगा हाइड्रोलिसिस, ग्लाइकोलिसिस एंड डीहाइड्रोजनेशन. So just can you please give me the reference of the question? Why are you asking me this? Over dominance phenomena क्या होता है? Dominance होता है. Or do you mean to say co-dominance or incomplete dominance? The total collection of genes, Devanshi, amongst the interbreeding population. Okay, in lunch you ate boiled green veggies, cooked meat, boiled egg, and a sugar candy. Which will digest first? Devanshi, what makes you say that? Very nice, children. विभूषिता, यहाँ पे आंसर्स आ चुके हैं. शुगर कैंडी. The reason to this would be sugar candy is something which is made up of glucose. Glucose is already in its simplest form, that is monosaccharide. Right? Yes, Devanshi. It is monosaccharide, and immediately it is going to provide you energy. This is the logic why the players are going to be always having those instant source of energy as glucose. Rajas, stomata and guttation are different phenomena, beta. Guttation is loss of water in the form of liquid. Stomata shows transpiration. अगर तेरे को आंसर चाहिए what is responsible for guttation, answer is hydrothode. मेरे को ऐसे वाइवा वाली फीलिंग आ रही है, पता है आज बहुत टाइम बाद धड़ाधड़ रैंडम इधर उधर के क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं. और पूछो भाई. I've stopped sharing the screen. Athletes are trained at high altitude because, guys, question. Athletes are trained at high altitude because it increases the muscle mass, increases RBC, less injury, sweats less. Right, Devanshi? At high altitude, you will find increase in RBC. It produces more and more RBC because at high altitude oxygen levels कम होता है. तो बॉडी क्या करता है, उसको मैक्सिमम खींचने के लिए ज्यादा से ज्यादा आरबीसी प्रोड्यूस करेगा. देवांशी बेटा ले लो मेडिकल. व्हाट आर यू डूइंग? व्हाई आर यू देयर? विभूषिता रेस्पिरेटरी क्वोशंट किया था ना अपन ने. वॉल्यूम ऑफ CO2 इवॉल्व्ड ऑन वॉल्यूम ऑफ ऑक्सीजन कंज्यूम्ड. लास्ट पेज ऑफ रेस्पिरेशन चैप्टर. बाय देवांशी. यस प्रजस. अच्छा, टू फाइंड साइटोसिन कंटेंट. और सिर्फ एडेनिन दिया है क्या बेटा? टोटल नंबर ऑफ न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स दिया है देवांशी? टर्न्स दिया है. क्वेश्चन बोलो ना. हाँ तो 20% ना. 20% एडेनिन का मतलब होता है 20% थाइमिन ऑल्सो. तो 40% हो गया. राइट. बचा कितना परसेंट? 60%. तो 30 इज जी एंड 30 सी. 30% जी एंड 30% साइटोसिन. बायो हमेशा इजी होता है बेटा. अच्छा ओके. Devanshi is from which center? Okay. Any other doubts, children? Yes, Vibhushita. प्रजस कहाँ गया तू? मोक्ष प्रजस. मिहिर. प्रियांश. सौरदीप. अच्छा ठीक है मोक्ष. ठीक है प्रजस. बाय द वे हाउ वाज योर एमटी? मार्क्स भी आ गए अब तो. कुछ हुआ? वेरी नाइस मिहिर. क्या रैंक आया तेरा? मोक्ष तो चैप्टर बता दे, मैं तेरे को तेरा लाइन बता दूंगी. आई हैव आंसर्ड दिस सो मेनी टाइम्स सौरदीप. प्लांट फिजियोलॉजी बहुत अच्छे से पढ़ो. एंड जेनेटिक्स. Okay, Vibhushita is asking a question here. She was shocked to see the answer and also shocked to read the question probably. An Indian school boy, an Indian school boy is more closely related to, first option, an Indian frog. Second, American shark. Third, Chinese horse. Fourth, African shark. No, guys, but tell me the reason why are you answering this? Horse or shark or whatever. मैमल है इसके लिए। अच्छा, हॉर्स मैमल नहीं है। यस, हॉर्स तो मैमल ही है। कौन लिख रहा है भाई हॉर्स मैमल नहीं है? बेटा ऑप्शंस आर इंडियन फ्रॉग, अमेरिकन शार्क, चाइनीज हॉर्स, अफ्रीकन शार्क, एंड द करेक्ट आंसर इज डेफिनेटली हॉर्स। ओके। यस देवांशी। यस सौरदीप। डन। यस देवांशी। यस विभूषिता। यस मोक्ष। Mammal is a reason, Prajas. After how much time, Vibhushita? Unfortunately, Devanshi, the question is from zoology. See, Vibhushita, for this question. Okay, guys, the question. You have a tube containing 100 bacteria. You took out 100 bacteria now, and how many are left? There was a tube containing 100 bacteria, and you took out 100 from it. How many are left? This is a question. Options are, yes, Mir, that's what even I thought first. Listen to the options. 10 to the power 7, 10 to the power 8, 10 to the power 5 and 10 to the power 9. 7, 8, 5, 9. बहुत ही दिमाग वाला क्वेश्चन है. तुम लोग सोच रहे हो क्या? जस्टिफाई मी हियर. उन लोग ने अपन को टाइम नहीं दिया चिल्ड्रन. अगर 100 बैक्टीरिया है अपने पास एक पर्टिकुलर ट्यूब में, 10 to the power 2 है, we all understand one fact that bacteria is the one which is going to show binary fission. जब वो बाइनरी फिशन करता है तो हर बार एक का दो होगा. तो तुम लोग को इवन पावर वाला ही देखना पड़ेगा, ऑड पावर वाला मिलना ही नहीं आंसर. समझा विभूषिता एंड अदर्स? Yes, Moksh is asking, under Kelvin cycle, Kelvin, sorry, cyclic phosphorylation takes place to meet the difference in number of ATP and NADPH used. So, Moksh, tell me, Kelvin cycle में कितना ATP चाहिए और कितना NADPH चाहिए? ये याद है क्या? Perfect. 18 and 12. Perfect. Now tell me, non-cyclic में ATP और NADPH दोनों बन जाता है. अगर तेरे को 12 NADPH चाहिए तो कितना नॉन साइक्लिक चाहिए? एक नॉन साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोरिलेशन में कितना NADPH बनता है? मोक्ष. And others also can answer this, guys. Devanshi, I'll answer yours also if you're still connected. Yes, I'll answer yours also. Don't worry. Guys, in one non-cyclic photophosphorylation, how many NADPH are formed? Please answer. I'm waiting for the answer, children. In non-cyclic photophosphorylation, how many NADPHs are produced? Only Moksha has answered till now. बाकी लोग तो ढूंढ रहे हैं कि नॉन साइक्लिक होता क्या है, बिलीव. यस मोक्ष, 1 NADPH एंड 1 ATP. तो अगर तेरे पास 12 नॉन साइक्लिक हो गया तो 12 NADPH और 12 ATP बन गए, बराबर. तो 12 NADPH का तो जुगाड़ हो गया बेटा, but you still require 6 ATPs more. Those 6 ATPs would come from cyclic. Does it make sense to you now, that statement of yours? Nice. Devanshi, I don't know whether you have this knowledge or not, but ALU1 is a enzyme. It's a restriction endonuclease जो 4 bases के बाद में कट करता है. 4 न्यूक्लियोटाइड्स के बाद में कट करता है. Okay, there would be ATGC and it is going to cut after 4 bases. ठीक है, इसका मतलब ये हुआ that it can be calculated as what? कितना टोटल बेसिस है न्यूक्लियोटाइड बेसिस? 4 है. Can I call it as 1 by 4 raised to 4? That means 1 by 256. Can I say this? Could you understand? Do you have the options in front of you? Does it match? Yeah. Chalo. That's it, guys. All the best for your exam. Let me know how was your paper. It was nice teaching you all. A very good interaction with you all. All the best for your KVPY also and for your JEE exams also. ठीक है? I don't know, Moksh. I'm assuming it will not be there because at least you would have one Zoho session. Yes, Vibhushita, we'll definitely meet. ठीक है? चलो, bye guys. Hope you all understood, beta. Hope you all understood whatever was taught.